Yo, 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 yo. What's up, folks? So, yeah, like I said, we out here winning, man. We out here winning every day. That's all we do is win. Had a great day. Steel armor bat suit. Everything's on point with the business. Like I said, you already know about this. How many world records is it? I lost count. I know it's a lot. I know that. Here, let me go look. Hold up. I'd be forgetting. Mine. I was going to say that. I was thinking 376. I didn't know if I was right. 376 world records while folks is all sitting around doing nothing. We out here getting money. We out here building a future. We out here building generational wealth. We out here where we'll never have to have a boss or work for anybody ever again. hmm Like I said, people are talking so much online. Y'all have so much to say, but none of it exists. You understand? Come on, bro. Everything here is exactly what it's supposed to be. I'm Batman. What do you mean? You understand? Oh, reality has perfect clarity to it, brother. You understand? This is the thing folks don't get, man. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. God ain't with none of this stuff that's going on. That's why God is putting a stop to all of it, all the evil, all the corruption, all the criminal, all the illegal activity, everything. God is stopping everything. You understand? All this millennial nonsense, all this attitude, all this entitlement, all of it. God is putting a stop to all of it and silencing any doubter. Make sure you understand that, Wody. Like I said, we out here, man. Run the streets from the mob. You already know who run everything coast to coast, straight gangsters in the building. You already know about this. Like I said, we do the real thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, this took studying, it took knowledge, and most of all, it took pure toughness, power, soul, and grit and determination, man. These folks got the game backwards. They got it all misconstrued. You understand? That's why they all in their feelings because they all still want to be me. Oh, you want to be me, homie? Trust me, I get whatever I want. Anything, I do what I want. You understand? Like I said, it'd be so funny to me, man. Wait till I get to mainstream America. Do you understand how big of a celebrity I'm about to be? God is at work, man. I know I'm a celebrity probably all over the country and the world already. Okay. This is real fame, self made. Okay. You understand? Yeah. I ain't seen none of them folks lately. I ain't heard that nonsense. Good. They listening. I told you. Yeah. Nah, they shook. I got them shook, coach. I told you. Yeah, like why you keep coming around me talking a bunch of fluff? What is that? See, that's what I'm saying. You can tell when folks have an agenda. What is the agenda? Y'all be literally coming around me, bro, talking to make yourself feel better. Man, that's crazy, bro. What? Yeah, that's what they do. That's why they all phased. Yeah, like I said, y'all ain't got no restaurants. Y'all ain't got no businesses. Y'all don't make no money. What are you talking about? I want to talk about some money. I woke up yesterday and didn't even do anything and made $65. What are you talking about? Money come to me from every direction whenever because of God. What are you talking about? I made more money than all y'all this whole time. Even in this 3 years, I made and spent more than y'all. What are y'all talking about? Self-funded, budget produced by God. Y'all do a lot of talking like you on something, bro. Pay your bills and get to business, bro. What are you talking about? You understand? Y'all don't own nothing. Y'all got light years to catch up to me. There's people who try to sit in front of me and will never come close to who I am or what the amount of money I made and spent and seen and everything and want to tell me a bunch of nonsense. For what? Yeah, yeah. Now they know what it is. Right. What do you mean you gonna put me on? You gonna offer me an opportunity? Boy, when? Who gonna offer Tyree Sneed an opportunity? Boy, I don't need an opportunity. I am the opportunity. You know who I am. So that's what I'm saying. Folks got to act like you know. You know who I am. You understand? I told you they phased. Feel me? Real talk. They phased. hmm All of them. They been phased. Yeah. They know exactly what it is. You understand? Yeah. And them little games ain't working no more. Yep. I love it. Like I said, anything anybody got to say to me, make sure you address me directly. Feel that? Yeah. hmm Told you, man. Yeah, that's what they do. Like, we not phased by anything, brother. People gonna do what they do. You know what I mean? The cop out. That's what all y'all do. Take the cop out. All of them. Whether they driving, they be swerving in their vehicles, and I be telling y'all to get in your lane. Yeah. Oh, we gonna speak now. We're gonna let y'all know what it really is. You know what I mean? Let's talk. Yeah. Hell, yesterday there was somebody shining a flashlight. Like, keep your flashlight down. How about that? You know what I mean? Yeah. Keep your flashlight pointed down. Like, do you know what you doing? Like, is that what y'all do? See, that's what I'm saying. They be playing games. Like, what is that? That's what I'm saying. You got a whole world, right? Is a bunch of what do they call them, right? They call them what? Non-playing characters, right? Right? The same things y'all want to project. That's all of y'all. Y'all ain't a playing character in anything going on. I'm the main character of history, bro. You understand? That's why y'all have your little flashlights and don't know which way, to shine them, and you can't drive and you're swerving, and that's why you do all your little things and drive back and forth and mutter and say things while you're running away. Yeah, that's real cute, brother. That's real cute, partner. That's all it'll ever be is cute. You understand? Yeah. That means we won. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement. Yeah. See, when you win, nobody cheers for you. When you truly win, nobody cheers for you. Look at all the fake people who cheered for Jake Paul. They'll cheer for him in vain right in front of him. His whole career is over. They just banned him from the entire sport of boxing for his own safety and good. Oh my goodness, bro. Are you serious? Sitting there in the hospital holding that little thing looking silly as hell. Yep. Real talk. Like, I mean, the label for that entire post should be dunce. It should say dunce with the dunce cap, and it should show that picture of him. That's crazy. Yep. Those are Masons for you. No life experience, so you don't know how to make real business decisions, and you're trying to front like you gangsta, and you just ain't it. Y'all got that fake Mason money. You don't actually have money to your name. You don't own anything. See what I'm saying? You're a puppet. You're being used. So what you do is you overcompensate, and you're all stressed out and worried and really think that your environment is real. Vegas is fake as hell. Ain't nobody care about them boxing matches. Ain't nobody making no money off that. What do you mean? They just admitted and proved it. They make up a story immediately. Oh, Anthony Joshua. First of all, you saw what happened immediately, right? That's masonry, right? And number two, that's what these people do. I told you they have to make sacrifices, right? Actual ones to get where they going, right? And it ain't going nowhere. It's the devil's secret to just keep them, barely getting by. You know what I mean? I think that's exactly what that was. So what do you mean? You know, God works in mysterious ways, but the devil always comes to collect. He comes to collect in different ways, but he always comes to collect. Make sure you understand that. So what do you mean? We all know what really happened in here. Everything is spiritual in this world. See, that's the thing. Some stuff could be random. I mean, randomness exists, but I think most of it happens for a reason. You know, things definitely be happen random. Things happen to good people like me. We all go through things, but I think there's a lot more to it. I think it all makes perfect, crystal clear sense with the situation and everything that's been going on. This armor is loud, right? Can you imagine how heavy it is? And I walk around like no problem and running it and everything. That's the whole point. I'm getting ready. Good. Folks is looking at me like, man, you're getting huge. Yep. Ain't about just size. The size doesn't retain all the time. It's the strength. The strength levels are through the roof. They keep on increasing. That's all that matters. I don't care what I look like. I think it's cool, I mean, that's the thing. These so-called women are so insecure. I mean, what are you even paying attention to? I just know it's coming. I know God's going to bless me. I'm not really in a rush. I'm chilling. I'm being patient like God taught me. I'm grateful for everything I get. Any little thing I get like God taught me. And he told me, I'm using this time period to make you grateful. So God is working on me. All those people who sold their soul to the devil, like Jake Paul and Logan Paul and Mr. Beast, and all these people that the Penguin wants to bring up because he's evil and he sold his soul, and all these people are evil and they're all agents of Satan. That's cute. And you keep seeing them fail, and everything I told you, Penguin, is a fact, ain't it? Because they all broke. Yeah, tell me when I'm wrong, homie. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Like I said, we stay winning, coach. All my points get proven without me even trying. What you mean? God show up and show out for me every single time. Yeah. Everything I ever told you, Penguin, is a fact, right? Just like you couldn't make it on this platform and you in your feelings every day, making your little videos. I don't even look at your channel. It doesn't exist to me. Hell, none of them and none of you exist to me. Not in my world. You understand? Like I said, moving on to bigger and better things like we always did. Yeah, that would be the definition of losing, Penguin. Learn how to hold your L like Tone Spade. You feel me? Yeah, how about that? Yeah, like I said, all I do is win. I get the W every time and I win. Won all across the board, baby. I love it. Yeah. That's why typing is irrelevant. You understand? Yeah. Oh, I love it, man. All we do is win. Every day we win. We got them in their feelings, coach. All these folks want to be me. That's crazy that you want to be me so bad and you can't defeat me and can't compete. So your answer is you start projecting and typing and doing the stuff you do, which is all y'all are committing crimes. And like I said, it's all documented. I can't wait till we get to court, bro. I can't wait till I file this federal lawsuit. Oh, I love it. It's a guaranteed win. And all them folks gonna be in prison while we on vacation. Me and whoever I'm with, whatever girlfriend I got. Trust that. I get any woman I want. What do you mean? I'm the product. I'm not a product. I'm the prize. You understand? Any real woman would do anything to get with me and be with me. And I'm a real man who treats women right and cares, and loves and is, the real deal. You with me, you're gonna actually feel everything. You're gonna have true love and feel what that feels like. That's the difference. You're gonna see it's real over here. And that's the difference between me and the rest of the world. Everybody else is fake. Everybody. Ain't none of y'all real. All you want to talk about real, recognize real. Ain't none of y'all real. That's what I realized. None of y'all were never real. Y'all weren't real in Atlanta. Atlanta was a bunch of dudes that were, on drugs in the street doing nothing. That's what that was. All them dudes in the hood, they front like they about that action. I mean, some of them might even be, but you was just a puppet of the devil anyway and getting used and manipulated. And half y'all end up in prison. There ain't nobody coming out of Atlanta that ever succeeded. Look at T.I. He's a snitch and a federal informant on government papers. What y'all talking about? I love how they talk, but one man defeated all of you, the entire world. There ain't one dude who can hold a candle to me. And you want to talk to me about so-called women? So-called women need to get their standards up because, quite frankly, I'm too good for all of you. And no, I'm not playing. That's the real truth. That's why it's always been that way. That's why all the ex-girlfriends like, you too good for me. I'm too good for all of y'all. That's a fact. Real talk. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. There's 8 million a year. There's only one of me. You best remember that, boy. Yeah, like I said, folks know I'm country as hell, hood as hell, ghetto as hell, and I'm the real deal. You understand? Yeah. Folks on the front and pretend. What's that online talking about? What's that got to do with anything, bro? It's got to make sense chronologically, man. What are you talking about? Y'all can't even acknowledge what's going on and what's happening out here. That stuff is crazy, son. You know what I mean? But keep it up. Do what you do. Because I'm gonna do what I do, which is get all this money and expand my empire. And I'm making moves every day. I already expanded. I'm gonna continue to expand more. And like I said, my goal, get this going across the whole tri-state, all across the 50 states, all across this nation and the world. I guarantee you we're gonna do it and quickly too. Not like them fake rappers that, remain local jokers and looking for an answer, just like OBH Goonie Gang of Philly, right? AR Ab is still in prison, right? And all of them want to sit there and play games. And they was begging for my help. Professional football players that play for the NFL. Scrubs. That's what they all are, scrubs. You was begging for my money. The Golden State Warriors was looking at me like, golly, he rich, because I was paying living in the embassy suites about $6,000 a month, right? While the Golden State Warriors, not one of them players has money and not one of them is free. They all under Monarch Mind Control and MK Ultra, and that's a fact, little homie. Hey, you folks really funny, man. How you think you can say anything to me? Like I said, keep that up, bro. Keep that up on the internet. Bunch of people who devoid of knowledge and ain't talking about nothing. I'm a real public speaker. I do this for real. This is why, what's his name? What's his name? Man, I can't remember his name. Charleston White. This is why Charleston White is running around crazy like he is. Now I figured it out. It's because the millennials. That's why he keep getting talked to crazy, I think, and he feels he has to prove himself, and he's trying to prove a point. Charleston White, you shouldn't be wasting your time, brother. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, You know what I mean? And he can't get it out of him. He's institutionalized. That's the problem with him. He came up in juvenile. I know everything about everybody, little homie. Yeah. Just like I knew everything about the Rolling 60 Crips and how they got indicted for the same thing Jeffrey Epstein did. You want to talk about that? Red Pill supports that because we all know Red Pill got caught doing at 19. Yeah, we all know about you. Remember? So what you talking about, Red Pill? Huh? You want to talk about that? Sure. Why you get online and worry about someone else, a grown man? That's not odd behavior, much less when you like on probation. That's silly, bro. Right? Like, I don't understand how folks' actions can show they not tough at all, and then they want to get online and wolf and pretend they're tough. Like I said, that's like the number one violation of G code. You never get online in front. You don't do that, bro. Ain't none of y'all the real deal. Y'all found out who the real deal. So who won? Who won this whole time? You know what I mean? Like the readings, the Joker videos talking about this and that, saying, "Oh, you let them win on purpose." I didn't let nobody win. What are you talking about? Ain't nobody win nothing with me. I'm the one who won. I won everything. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna win the girl too. I'm gonna win the woman because I'm gonna get a real woman. Believe that? I'm gonna have a real woman with me, and they're gonna be lucky and blessed as hell. We already know that. You understand what I'm saying? So, nah, I win all across the board. What you talking about? I'll never let you win. Never. These folks, these folks be running around talking about other people's girlfriends and wives and stuff. Like, what that got to do with you, bro? Like, what? My relationship will never have anything to do with anything on the internet. The minute anybody that I'm dating brings up anything on the internet at all, or even says the word YouTube to me, I'm breaking up and going my own direction, homie. Right? I talk about what I want. That don't give you the right to talk about it. That's basic respect. See, we old school over here. I'm a Southern gentleman. You understand? Yeah, all them games don't fly over here. So, like I said, I'll run my ship. I'm skipper of this shit, baby. Whatever I say goes, and my rules is what it is. Like I said, we the real one. Everyone know I'm a real gangster. Everybody else is just on some fake stuff. We from the country. What are you talking about? I've been the same dude this entire time, homie. You understand? Like I said, it's crazy to me, man. Like real talk, I can't even be around people no more. Like that's why I'm going into hiding. I know I am, just like God told me, because I want to. I want to be around you folks. Real talk. Well, I can't even talk to people no more. What am I going to conversate with you about? I'm Batman in real life and reality. What can I say to you? It's an awkward conversation. Like being honest, it's awkward at this point. Unless it's the right people and good people, and that's the thing. I'm gonna have millions of fans. Like God is putting it all together right in front of you, and I believe 100% God is going to continue to produce the budget because He has this entire time. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like I be listening, but I be playing my position. You know what I mean? Because like it is what it is. My homeboy was like, I don't want you to get used to this or whatever. Like him trying to help me out or whatever. Like he got sent by God to help me. Oh, I'm 100% gonna get used to it. You feel me? Like what? That's what, even the folks that are, being, used by God the right way to help me, even they don't see it clearly sometimes and have a lot of growing to do and don't understand their purpose and what they doing. It's like the apostles with Jesus Christ. You here to help me, brother. I'm Jesus Christ's brother. I'm the Messiah. So you could tell yourself what you want. That's why I don't even respond. He can say, I don't want you getting used to, this and that and me helping you out or whatever. I mean, he can believe that and say what he wants, just like everybody in the public. But guess what? You doing God's work every time you help me. That's the thing. You understand? Listen to what I'm saying, people. You understand? When anybody is financially backing me, even just a little bit, and coming to bat for me and being there, that's God sending them, man. That means you doing God's work. That means you being used the right way. You doing the right thing. You may not even be aware of it like that. You may be like, because he trying to help. That's what I get what he's saying. He's got the right attitude, but it's just that's not my reality. My reality isn't I'm some beginner and I'm starting out and I need to worry about extra stuff. My reality is that I'm the king, and everyone knows it. All these folks on here, everyone in reality. What are you talking, bro? I made and spent more money than the entire government, literally. I got receipts, bro. I had bank accounts with over $300,000 and it ain't nothing. That's nothing to me. That's candy. Real talk. That's what folks don't get. I'm not talking. I'm talking facts. So that would put me leagues above anyone, especially any dude. What are you talking about? And especially any woman. You crazy, homie? What? Well, let me tell you something. There ain't a record label that ever made even over 300K in profit. There ain't a single one of you out there in the world that's ever had a bank account with $300,000. None of you, and that was nothing to me. I made millions every year consecutively. So if I retire and fall back and I'm 36, I'm gonna be 40 in 4 years. I'm an immortal vampire. I'm directly connected to God, sit at the right hand throne of God, right? I'm aging backwards, right? Are you serious? You know how blessed I am? That's the thing. That's what people do because they see that you blessed and they jealous, so they want to take your story and write it for you and change it. Listen, my life, there's a map to everything, right? There's a map to everyone's life into my life. And guess what? You don't let somebody else hold that map. Yeah, y'all is crazy. That's what you are. You talking to the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. You address me with respect. You sit down and you listen. You understand me? That's my thing. Like, nah, bro. Folks online really be trying to front. That stuff is weird, man. You understand? Yeah, y'all all know about me. That's all it is. It's just jealousy. It's a bunch of jellyfish. You feel me? So, like I said, we gonna keep on winning. We gonna keep on doing our thing and let them do their thing. While they fail, we succeed. You feel me, little homie? Making money every day on here. I think we up over $6 for that next check. There's a check coming, 213 plus, right? Over $213. That's coming this month, 21st through 26th. And the next check, we already over like $6. You understand? I'm building every day and I'm setting world records every day. Like I said, what was it? 376 world records? You can't be serious, bro. And they're all real and tangible. You understand? Word is getting out about me. People going to talk. That's going to carry everything with me. This business carried by word of mouth, man. I'm the real legend. I'm the living legend, bro. I'm the legend of Batman. I'm the real thing. All the depictions are about me. You understand? And when they look back, they're going to say, man, he knew who he was. The world couldn't convince him, and if anything, that he wasn't who he was. He knew who he was. He stood on business the whole time. And think about how hard that is. That's not an easy thing to do. I'm not going to waste my time ever arguing with people no more. That's what I realized. It's a waste of my time. If you want to say something or whatever or make a remark, that's fine. I'm going to go in my separate direction. I'm going to just be quiet. It's not worth my time. And I think that's something that God is teaching me. One of the hardest lessons you can learn is that. You understand? You know, talk is cheap, man. Let folks talk, man. Folks can talk, but this is my career. You know, most of them dudes is in jail and prison, in and out of jail and prison. They not successful. They don't have a career. They don't own any wealth. I own billions in equity, mansion, estate, over 2,000 jewelry, 530 on my wrist, mineral rights, oil royalties, my own car that I pay over $100 for every month. I got a Porsche I paid over $25,000 for. A mechanic over here was jelly, so they had him whatever, and so the car's messed up or whatever. I drove it on a rim for 7 miles, bro, to save that car. You have no idea, bro. I paid over $110 for every tow. I negotiated the contract for my lot, right? I paid thousands of dollars to put that together while I had a nice suit from Express and a collared shirt with like thousands of dollars in my hand. What do you mean? It took thousands of dollars to build that lot. So I work on different projects and different business ventures while people want to talk like they about business. These so-called women, y'all want to waste your time with millennials and the culture and these other groups. They all failed. What are we talking about people like Tory Lanez for? You saw he's a scrub in prison. The truth came out real quick. What you talking about? And I'm gonna say something about that too. My folks down here, you know, I'm half Mexican. My folks down here ain't playing, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. And I'm not convenient. I don't change my speech according to where I'm at. And you've seen that. I stand on business with anyone. And I definitely do down here. But my folks down here ain't playing. You understand? This is different. You know, it's just different, bro. It's a different culture, it's a different group. And we're real. And I represent Brownsville and I represent the valley and I put Brownsville on the map. You understand? So, like I said, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, yeah, I mean, every time that I ever see when it comes, when it's real, you know what I'm saying? Who's winning? I'm gonna back my people. I'm gonna back who I am. You know, I tried to be nice to the rest of you in these other groups. Yet y'all don't want to cooperate. You don't want to listen. You can't do for yourself. You can't provide for yourself. Hell, I tried to build you on Wall Street. You didn't want to do that. All you show me is that you're not a friend. And you know what my dad told me? My dad used to tell me that. He used to say, "What, you think they're your friend, Ty?" He used to tell me straight up. He said, "They're not your friend." He told my dad was a smart dude because he had a ton of life experience. Grew up in England and Africa. Yeah. Oh, I got people in England mad already, bro. I got people in England and they feelings. Remember, like Mad Moody? Yeah. All y'all, right? Y'all want to talk about names? All y'all looking for attention and want to make a name off me and couldn't. Yeah, Mad Moody, right? Because you was always mad and in a mood. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Ain't none of these folks anywhere talking about nothing. Ain't none of y'all rich. Ain't none of y'all wealthy. Ain't none of y'all good looking or handsome like me. You're not me. I'm the best in the world. I'm what everyone want to be, including Beyonce, and she can't even make a country song at all. Y'all better get serious, bro. My goodness. Lady from the culture and the other group want to put on a cowboy hat. They all want to wear cowboy hats. Like, dude, you're not a cowboy, man. You looking at the cowboy, and I'm not even wearing a cowboy hat right now. That's crazy to me, son. Right? But keep trying, Beyonce, because I heard your singles, and I mean that's garbage. Real talk. Oh my goodness. She was never attractive. She was never good looking. There was never any fuss about her. She just sold her soul, and that's it. She's the one from Destiny's Child that sold her soul completely, and she dealt with Jay-Z. And we all know what Jay-Z do and how he get down the same way Brother Polite does. And it's facts. What you talking about? There's receipts for all this. Same way Epstein does. All of them do it. Diddy, Jay-Z, all of them. So this court system is corrupt, and they don't serve justice, right? Because if they did, they would have convicted Diddy for what he really does. Finax, homie. And let me let you know something. It don't matter, and we don't care because we get our own justice. 100%. I'm telling you straight up, bro. Batman gets his own justice. See, Batman literally has no jurisdiction. See, Trump can't pardon prisoners no more because we have an actual Batman. That's all I'm going to say. Keep it real, homie. Yeah, like I said, the minute God give me this money, who do you think we standing up to? The entire establishment. That means Trump, anybody, any of these corrupt politicians. You don't make the decisions in this country and world. Batman does. Finax. Sure. While y'all want to talk about little apps and social media like that makes any sense or means anything, brother, what I'm doing is on a real diplomatic, the highest political level, diplomatic level you can possibly be at. Boy, you better stop playing. Tell me and discourage me of what I can and can't talk about in my country. I'll talk about what I want on these apps. Y'all understand that? And you're gonna cut my check every time. You're gonna pay me. You're gonna pay me my money every single time on the date, on the dot. You feel me? Cut my check and that's it. And watch me succeed and make some more money. And we're gonna keep making money. More money. Y'all could never come close to me, homie. Understand that.